Do you think that the college, one of the reasons it went up was because most of that money was loans, and then that was almost not a scam, but a scheme to...
Scam's good.
Yeah.
Sure.
Wow.
Look, it's a product, man. What you're selling...
right, but how does that money... So just so I know, so I'm clear. So that money works because then the college loans it to you, they put interest on it, and then you have to pay it back.
Well, the college doesn't loan it. Sometimes you might get a scholarship from the college. That's not a loan. But financial aid packages can involve like Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, which sounds like your awesome aunt and uncle somewhere.
Yeah, it also sounds like you borrowed some money from a guy in Memphis. That's all I'm saying.
What it is some faceless bureaucrat in a tall, soulless building in Kansas City that's just crunching the numbers, right? So
the more people that they can get to go to college, the more the more interest that they can get off of these big loans, right?
So sure, the people loaning the money are getting interest on the loans, but it's the colleges themselves that, like right now, like literally as we speak, there's a screaming headline. Trump just put a hold on $2 billion of federal money that was going to go straight to
Harvard, right?
Harvard.
Yeah.
That's right. Now, why would he do that? You know, people are screaming, "Oh my God, it's something about free speech," and $2.2 billion in grants to Harvard has been paused due to activism on campus. Where in the headline does it tell you that Harvard has a $52 billion endowment? Nowhere, but they do. They've got over $50 billion in an endowment.
Yeah, that might not even have an effect.
Well, I mean, look, colleges, especially the top tier colleges, have an awful lot of money, and they have a steady stream of customers because in our society, we have completely bought into the notion that what you're purchasing in these schools is an education. What you're actually purchasing is a credential.
Right.
Whether or not you're educated or not, your experience may vary. Look, dude, I'm looking at my iPhone right here. If you've got an internet connection, you have access to 98% of all the known information in the world.
Right. How you process it and how you utilize it, that's up to you. Yeah.
That's you. So it's not fair to say that you can get a liberal arts degree on your iPhone, but you can. Right. It's not fair to really compare, lying in your bed like I did 2 weeks ago, watching a free lecture at MIT and saying, it would be the same experience if I were there in the classroom. But it's close enough to say, well, wait a minute. If the first one cost me $0.0 and the second one is going to keep me in debt for over 20 years,
the first one.
What am I doing?
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. I feel badly about painting with too broad a brush. My liberal arts degree served me really well. I graduated 4 years after you were born, I'm guessing. 1984, I graduated.
Beautiful year.
All right. It was a great year. I went to 2 years in a community college.
A lot of hot chicks then too, huh?
Couldn't swing a dead cat without hitting a prospect.
God.
You know those collectible dolls on QVC? Mm-hmm. It was very, very similar.
Yeah.
It was a good time to be alive.